Hello everyone, welcome. In this video, I'll be covering AutoHotKey or AHK for short. It's a scripting language for Windows. With AHK, you can create scripts to trigger various actions in your computer. For example, you can set up custom shortcuts or hotkeys to insert text, remap keys, launch applications, tweak window management and clipboard, among many other things. It can be a great tool to boost your productivity as you can get things done with fewer keystrokes. There are a ton of things you can do with this tool, and I hope to cover some of them in my upcoming videos. I stumbled upon AHK about a decade ago when I was trying to remap controller buttons to keyboard so I can play some old video games that lacked controller support. I have been using this tool to this day, although for very different purposes. It's pretty easy to get started. There are a lot of pre built scripts available for some of the common use cases, and there's also a very active forum where you can discuss anything related to AHK. AutoHotKey.com. This is the site where you can download AutoHotkey. Make sure you download the latest version and install it. After installing AutoHotkey, you'll have the option in your context menu, which is the right click menu, that allows you to run AHK scripts. You can also double click the file to run it, but for that, you need to permanently associate AHK files to be opened through AutoHotkey.exe through the Open With option. You can have multiple hotkeys in one AHK file, but I'm just keeping them separate so it's easier for me to demonstrate. It's a good idea to keep files that are related together in one .ahk. You can open these files in Notepad or any other text editor. If you're creating a script from scratch, you can also follow the same process. Just create a file with .ahk extension and edit the file. Let's look at a text expansion or replacement example. The first line with the hash sign just tells the AHK script engine to treat the script as AHK version 2. Version 1 of AHK doesn't require this line, although the syntax and features between these different versions are very similar. In this video, we'll just focus on AutoHotkey version 2. I actually have two hotkeys in this file. The top one is for quickly adding my email address, and the bottom one is for adding a longer email signature with multiple lines, which I'll be modifying soon. Let's focus on line number 2. So I have a double colon followed by a double at sign and then a double colon again, and I have my email address at the end. Finally, I have a return statement to signify that this particular hotkey ends here. This is just a predefined syntax for AHK, where we have the hotkeys between the colon and the action to be followed at the end. So what this means is that when I type the at sign twice, the email address mentioned here will be inserted instead. So I actually edited this file to make the second hotkey enter a longer multi-line text. After running a script, you'll be able to see it in the system tray. You can also pause, edit, or update scripts and rerun them from here. Once I have this particular script running, I can go anywhere in the system that accepts text and try it out. So I have a sticky note open here. Ignore the text that's already there. If I press the add sign twice and press the tab or space key, you'll notice that quickly that gets replaced by my email address. Let's review the next hotkey we have. We have the word Signa, short for signature. You can really use anything, but it's easier to remember the hotkeys if you use meaningful names. So if I type Signa and press space or tab, the word will be replaced by the longer email signature that I had. So there you go. Hotkeys can be pretty useful. Any key that is available on the keyboard or other input devices, including modifier keys like Control, Alt, Shift, etc., can be used for making hotkeys. So the general idea is to be able to do things with fewer keystrokes. These examples are just to demonstrate the features. You don't need to necessarily use this for email signatures, although this is something that I use frequently. One final note, don't use this as a password manager. Passwords stored in plain text are not safe. You're risking these passwords to be exposed if you store them in your AHK file and then try to trigger them using your hotkeys. So don't use it to store passwords. Follow best security practices. That concludes the video, and I will see you with another one. I'll also add a link to the scripts in the description so you can download them and tweak easily. Thank you.